It's the building that was opened the year the franchise became known as the Titans. Welcome to Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee.
Being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Love going to throw right away. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Now this aired out deep for Reed. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. A play fake. Now Penix. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
2nd and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Let's go now.
And looking to throw, Penix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them and show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
So we stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. The Titans at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They'll run left with Pollard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Penix. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Love now. Eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. A give to Pollard, running left. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
19 Lions. 19 tight. 19 tight.
2nd down, Pollard again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. You look at this Packers defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Here we go. Sack. Warriors 70.
Johnson, the man in motion right. From the shotgun, it's Penix. That's dumped off to Pollard. And shoving his way inside the 35. And he will have the Titans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Penix working out of the gun here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 23. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Let's go now. Go.
They'll try and run the option. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Love from the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 54 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they come up now 2nd and goal.
On the jump. Stephanie.
Pollard again. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Titans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete.
I tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown, and their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To the air, Penix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Following the interception, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the 1st half.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Love. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's taken in by Kraft. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Breaks a tackle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Penix. And it is caught. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. Cockrell holds it in left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The rookie from Washington putting it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. They'll throw with Penix. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Colin Johnson, 28 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Love looking to throw it. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs, fighting him off. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw now, here's Love. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up, because defensively, you work on...
That's hauled in by Musgrave for the Packer touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Packers have moved out in front. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Penix. Swinging this out for Pollard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Penix. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Love. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by McManus is good, and the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9.
54, Mike 54.
Here's Pollard again. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mike 5-4. Odd, Mike 5-4.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I
kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Levis now off of play action. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And that's a lesson learned from the previous drive. Last time he forced one, and it turned into a pick 6. Here, he knows better, and he just throws that one away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, here's Levis. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Levis to throw off play action. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Lucas Van Ness picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in 1 play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul, but the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound, and the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
Jacobs going to try the middle. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Play action this time with Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Play fake. Here's Love. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is now 24.
38, Titans 14.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Tracy, set up. Hey, Mike 13. Mike 13.
Levis from the gun. Got his man, Okonkwo. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Short. Mike 13. Mike 13. Set up.
Levis back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Back to throw, it's Levis. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll throw it again with Levis. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he won't quite make it to the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing. Love. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 54 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Love, he's going to change the play here.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Huh, interesting. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Like 13, like 13. Hey, 24, Linda, flat green 18, green.
Levis looking to throw. Looking downfield for Pollard. And Levis tosses his 3rd interception of the game. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out.
Okay, ready? Cowboy 80. Here we go.
In motion right, Dobbs. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
Nifty move. The 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They'll get 34 yards there.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
Here's Jacobs.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Let's go.
Now Love. Being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down straight ahead. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Levis sets up to throw here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Quay Walker.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
In motion right, Dobbs. Love going to give it up on a touch pass.
Oh, look at the juke. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Jacobs again.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Josh Jacobs
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
McManus's point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. Lucas Van Ness able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Levis.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
But when this game is done, the credit will go to the consistent pressure on the quarterback as a huge cause of this win. Most teams are happy if they get a few of these games per year. You know they're going to watch this tape over and over, try to identify what's working, and keep it going.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Love now. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's good for 28 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Packers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th.
Extra point from McManus is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Here's Levis.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it. I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and they will remain well behind.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Able to find his man, Kraft.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Levis out of the shotgun now.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing until the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Levis to throw it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Packers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head